After a long weekend of yard work and a lot of yard work, this is a well-deserved drink for us. Okay, you see it? You can't see us. Oh well. Ready?
Honestly, I think it was supposed to go in here.
Was it? Was that supposed to go in there?
Yeah.
So now that's no alcohol?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, okay.
Oh. It still has. We drank it. We just shot it. No, you're good.
Oh, I didn't know if it was supposed to go in there to make the alcohol.
No.
All right, cool. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, good morning. I just getting caught up with everyone's vlogs from over the weekend. It's been pretty busy. We got busy doing the yard work and we got a lot done. And like I said in the other video, I wasn't gonna go step by step, and I still not. But we did get a little bit done. We got a little bit done. So I'll take you out there so you can see what I've got done. Warming up some of my leftovers from last night. I shouldn't even say they're leftovers because pretty much my whole meal. I got the shrimp and fish from this restaurant called Cheddar's. It's a restaurant called Cheddar's. They just opened it up here by my house, and we went and tried it, and we've tried it a few times. We like it there. So last night we went, and Michelle and I got she got the country fried steak, and I got the fish and shrimp platter, but they both came with salads. And being that we were working on the yard all weekend, we were burnt out, so I didn't want nothing heavy, and we both actually got full just off the salads. Then we had a drink, so we got pretty full, and ended up bringing my leftovers home. So I'll eat that for breakfast before I go out and hit this yard again and talk about my why. I was watching Isaac's video this morning, and he started talking about his why, his walk and talk, and kind of going back to where he started or something like that. And it's a little funny because last night we were when we were having dinner, Michelle and I, we started talking about this YouTube channel, and I was telling her about it, and she just kind of was giving me a funny look. And I haven't really been talking about it a whole lot, just because at first she didn't seem excited about it, and all I did was talk about it. And she's one of them women that she's like, show me, don't talk about it, just do it. That's kind of where I get that from her, just do it. But long story short, we were talking, and over the weekend, I got a little bit of footage, but we got so busy that I wasn't trying to get footage. So I was just trying to get the yard work done, especially because I had my brother-in-law and sister here. So I'm like, I'm not trying to waste their time to set up angles and what have you. So we're talking about it, and she starts telling me, you could have got footage for this and footage of that. And I said I wanted to, I told her, but I still kind of am getting footage of the yard work just little by little, and I'm putting it together. I said, like I have a few videos on YouTube now about it. And she's just kind of gave me a funny look, like, she goes, you do? I was like, yeah. And I was like, I told you, I've been working on these videos. And she was like, and jokingly, I was like, you don't follow me? And she goes, I do. She goes, but you haven't posted anything new. And I was like, yeah, I have. And she's like, the last video you posted was something. I was like, I started thinking about it. I was like, I think that was a TikTok video. So I said, are you looking on TikTok for my videos? And she was like, I don't know. And my wife's she's not into none of the social media stuff. She just barely started recently getting into like Facebook, and not even deep into Facebook like some people get into. She just, she'll post Betty Boop pictures and some tequila pictures all the time, and funny camp stories or whatever. So she's not a social media, like she don't post selfies or pictures of herself, or she doesn't post any pictures actually. Just like I said, Betty Boop, she shares a lot of Betty Boop stuff and funny pages. So she doesn't really know how to navigate through a lot of social media pages. And the older I get, the less I do too. And we started talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I don't know how to navigate through this and that, whatever. So I showed her my phone, and I got on the YouTube on my channel, and I was showing her, and she was watching one of my videos, and I'm nervous. I'm just nervous because I'm like, for one, I don't like hearing myself, and I don't know. I was just nervous for my wife to see my videos, and I've told her before that I'm embarrassed for her to watch my videos, and she says, "Why should you be embarrassed?" She's like, "I'm your wife." I hear her, but it's just embarrassing because I feel so new to this, and again, I feel like, why am I even doing this? Why am I even doing this? So she's watching my video, and I'm nervous. So I'm over here fidgeting around, acting like I'm kind of drinking something because I'm just nervous. And then I glance over at her, and the whole time, not the whole time, but I glance over at her, and she's got like this smile on her face. And I've been with my wife for years, so that smile, she was actually enjoying the video. So she's kind of like, she just has a smile on her face, so it made me smile. And I was like, cool, she's digging it, or she likes it at least. So I told her, it's a little goofy, but it's passing my time. It's keeping me busy. Then I started talking about how I've met friends, how I have a firefighter friend in Albuquerque, how my Asian friend, which I hate saying Asian, and I just found out this morning, I was watching his video, Russ, and he said he's Japanese. I didn't know that. And finding out you're Japanese, I'm like, no way, because a lot of the times when I'm in my studio and I'm listening to music, I listen to like Japanese background music. I always like the Japanese aesthetics. One of my friends in high school was Japanese. His name was Ryoji, cool dude. So finding out Russ is Japanese, I started telling her about my friends. And the more I talked about it, I won't go into detail about what we talked about because I kind of barely remember. I was just popping off out the mouth. I was like, we haven't talked like this in a minute because, we have our granddaughter, our daughter, we have our other kids, we have the yard, she works a lot, we're busy. We haven't actually sat down and talked like that over dinner. It was just her and I, nice drink, nice dinner. It was nice. So I started talking about it, and, mental health came up because I've dealt with my mental issues, and I've gone to counselors, I've gone to therapy, I've been on medication, and since I've been on YouTube, I've not seen a counselor, I've not been to therapy, and I don't take my medication. Now, I'm not saying that's the way to go, but that's the way I went. And then I told my wife, finding these guys on YouTube and watching their videos, just being real, they're not trying to be some fake guys, and just promote stuff and just whatever. I said, I'm learning it. I'm finding out stuff about these guys that I didn't know. Russ, I didn't know you owned your own business. I didn't know that. Now I do. It's just a good thing. So I'm telling my wife, these men that I'm meeting on YouTube, I think we're all kind of helping each other stay out of counseling, stay out of a counselor's office, stay off medication, because you guys are helping me do that. So I hope I'm helping some of you do the same. And I'm just rambling on while this is getting cold. So that fish is going to grow fins again and jump back in the water. So, and I'm going to get all, I sound like, what's that guy's name? Therapy guy. Well, your problem is you think too much. You need to get out of your head. Anyways, I need to eat. I got the pipe installed. What I did is I put this, this is just a temporary cap. I know it has primer, but I don't have glue. But anyways, I'm going to put a sprinkler head on top just to hit the whole yard, see if it does or not. I don't care. And then I just ran the hose. I found like a vacuum hose, and I put it underneath and just glued it up there and with some duct tape and stuff to the water spigot. So in the mornings, I'll just turn the water on and hopefully the sprinklers kick on and water the whole yard like that. We'll see. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm totally kidding. All right, I'm kidding, guys. So what I did over the weekend, or what we did, is we basically trenched from the timer that was in the front yard that I showed you in the other video. We came all the way down, and then right here at this junction box, let me show you this. I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, this box right here, I put in 2 valves, which is valves for some watering stations. And I don't know where to put you guys. I don't have the tripod. It's just on this face tracker deal. All right, well, that's how it goes. So we trenched the yard, laid out the sprinkler system. I overthought this one too. Went overkill. I ended up buying like big 6 sprinkler heads that I didn't need, so I'm gonna take those back. And after that, we got a delivery. We actually got a delivery of 2 pallets of blocks. These for the flower bed. That's what you're on now. But let me show you this. So that's 1 pallet that we got. So that was delivered. There's the other pallet. Now, with that being said, these pallets were delivered in the front, so they're in the driveway. Put you up here. All right. There you go. They were in the driveway. So Michelle and I had yesterday, that's what we did yesterday all day, is just brought these in. We brought these to the back. You know, we put that pallet down. They gave us an extra pallet, so I got the pallet, or it was capped. So I took that pallet off, put it on the ground. We put those pallets or those blocks there, and then these right here. So now I'm gonna start laying this out. If you can, I'll show you real quick. So now I got these blocks started for the flower bed. So these blocks are gonna go all the way down to about the end over there, and then I'm gonna go 3 high, and then in the corner is gonna be another section that's gonna be even higher. So today is my plan is to get as much of this laid out on the ground as I can and make it nice and level, so I can start bringing in field dirt. A lot of work, guys, a lot of work, and I did give myself 30 days. In one of the other videos, I said I'm not gonna do like one of those 30-day challenges, but I am gonna do myself. I'm gonna do a self challenge and try to get this yard done in 30 days. I have the grass seed still to put down, which I need to do this week, and I have one more piece to buy. Actually, no, I have everything ready to run this water line, the last water line. Then I can do the seed and then do the field dirt and plants. I just have all the plants to put in. So that's the plan for today. That's the update for today. Had a busy weekend. That's why I didn't vlog a whole lot and didn't get a whole lot of footage of this, but I have pieces here and there, you know, on the GoPro. And this right now, I'm just using my phone with the mic, and been having a bad morning with these mics. The other one died and the clip's breaking, so which is why I had to put a magnet on this one the first time. So let me get busy. Not even gonna try to hook the mic up. Sunset. I'm still at it. As soon as that sun goes down, though, I'm calling it a day. Let me show you what I got so far. Shoot. Hold on. All right. So I got it marked out. I got that lined up. All that. All the way over there. So that's what I got so far. Not that back piece. That's, don't mind that. So just this front piece. And it's going to go that way. Continue to where that roll of twine is. And then it'll go. So like I said, I'm going at it till the sun goes down to have no light, and then calling it a day. And I'll probably edit this one and send it, because it's been a long one. I had a few breaks. Had to make dinner and went to the store for my wifey. She had a potluck at work, so I had to grab some things for her. So I had a break. That's why I didn't get a whole lot done, but it's getting there. It's getting there. And if I wasn't doing this, I'd be inside anyways. So it is what it is. So I'll finish up what I'm doing until the sun goes down, then I'm gonna close it out. So there I am with that. So suck my toe all the way to Mexico. That's it. God, it's too dark to be continuing this thing, but I did want to finish up my why. I started talking about my why I started this YouTube channel. And in the beginning, I started it for my grandkids, because I have this book called My Grandfather's Life, and I started writing in it, and I was like, I'll just do it in video format so they can hear my voice, see my face, and see what I do. And then just to document my everyday life as a retired grandpa. And honestly, my why changed a little bit once I started, because then it turned into to give me something to do, just to edit videos and to make fancy like cinematic vlogs or what have you, and make cool shots for my grandkids to see. And the more and more I got into it, I started procrastinating because I was like, I felt like I had to produce a video and I didn't want to. Then I started buying lights and I started buying tripods and gear after gear after gear, and that still wasn't doing any videos, and I was getting behind in my book. And so I started talking about my struggles and my procrastination and the habits I had, and it actually started opening me up to discussing my internal issues, I guess. So YouTube has helped me, stay away from counseling, stay away from medications. It's actually become a good hobby, a fun hobby, and the more and more I do it, the more comfortable I'm getting and the more fun it's becoming. And not only that, I'm finding people on here that are just like me, that like my people. And in the first couple of videos I ever did, I was like, I hope to find my people. And now I have. And it's a great feeling to find your people on here, because you can talk about them, to your spouse, to your friends, yeah, I know this guy that does this or does that. I know this other guy who does this and does that. And you really start to feel like you're getting to know these people and you're sharing your life story with them. So yeah, they're getting to know you as well. So it's a good feeling. So again, my why changed. My why keeps changing. But now, as of right now, my why is for me. So my kids and my family, my wife, my kids, my grandkids can remember me the way I am, the way I did things, and still to document my everyday life. It's still a hobby to me, and I'm trying to keep it simple. Although every once in a while I go overboard with the edits or overboard with the gear, excuse me, I still got to remind myself to keep it simple, because it's fun. This is a fun hobby, just like any other hobby. You get into mountain biking, next thing you know, you want something else for your bike. You get into mountain climbing, next thing you know, you want a different climbing gear. You get into photography, you want a different camera. You get into video, you want different gear. So that's where I'm at. I'm getting new gear for my new hobby, but I'm not forgetting my why. And my why was for my grandkids and for my families to see this. So as long as I keep that in mind and keep it simple, shouldn't be that hard. In the beginning, yeah, I worried about subscribers and analytics and all that. And quite honestly, I don't even worry about that anymore. I haven't looked at the YouTube studio in a minute, because I'm still a newbie. I have low subscribers, so I don't need to worry about that yet. I just need to worry about keep on showing up and keep doing the videos that I'm doing for you guys and for my grandkids and for my family. Now that I found out my wife's starting to watch my videos because she found them, she was on the wrong social media page. She's starting to watch them. So now I'm like, okay, now I feel like she's on board with what I was doing. I'm not kind of like, well, so with that being said, that's my why now. Now that she's getting excited for me, I'm getting excited. Move. Oh, hi. Finishing up my video. I don't have no light out here. I made dinner. You guys are hungry? Baby's still asleep?
It was her idea too.
No, I know. She came out here and I was like, you want to stay out here with Tata? And she's like, no, I'm going to go inside. I go, you going to go hang out inside? She's like, yeah. I go, all right. I'm finishing up today's video, and then so I can edit it and send it. All right. My daughter came out looking for me. She heard me talk. She said, I heard you talking, but I couldn't see you. So, yeah, that's my why. My why is for them, so they can all see me. Right now they're not paying attention to what I do during the day, or, they don't know what I do all day. So doing snippets like this throughout my day and putting it out there, my wife, I think that's what she's enjoying, see what I do throughout the day, because she calls me and, what are you doing today? Or what'd you do today? Or what are you doing? And sometimes it's the same thing, but the AC unit just kicked on, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Finish up my little brewski. Call it a night. Salud.